Marvis.
Good evening, Brian and Marley. KVCC started its Cultural Awareness Experience training earlier this year. The man in charge of it brings 25 years of law enforcement experience and a lifetime perspective as a black man.
I'm black and I'm blue.
Vic Ledbetter's identity as a black man and his connection to the police community can be seen with a simple glance inside his office. You can also spot his passion for both in the Academy's new diversity training event.
There's a thin line between ignorance and racism.
The Expanding Our Horizons program included racial healing circles, dozens of community members sharing their police perspectives with KVCC police cadets.
It's so relevant and it's so needed, and it's basically an opportunity to bridge gaps.
Ledbetter says understanding their experiences often explains unseen trauma.
Things like redlining, where certain people of the community had to live in a certain part of the city. So that makes it different when police deal with communities of color and think that people love living together. No, it was a law by the government to regulate us there. So they learn things like that.
It was an eye-opening experience for me and most of the cadets that I've been talking to afterwards.
Cadet Micah Charlick attended the inaugural diversity training back in February. 2 months later, he's still thinking about a Green Book story one black woman shared with his small group.
Her parents had to look through the Green Book to see where they can go eat, where they can stop and stuff like that. And that just was a huge eye-opening for me because I didn't even know that existed.
He says he met people who witnessed civil rights unrest firsthand, stained by police interactions that unfolded before their eyes. He applied at this program, telling me it gave him new understanding and sensitivity as a law enforcement hopeful.
I'm sure you've had a conversation where you cannot get out of your head, where it's just something that you remember forever.
So if you put people in a safe space so that they can talk and just communicate and see that they have more in common than they do against each other, that's a great start.
And this year, that training event was just 1 day long, and it also included community service. But Ledbetter told me that he hopes to expand this program, maybe even bringing in more communities into this conversation, and also adding a trip, possibly to the Museum of African American History. His wife, also a retired KDPS police captain, helped create this training. Marley and Brian.